Hello students, welcome to today's chemistry class. So in the last class I explained about elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point. So today we are going to learn about last colligative property that is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure, it is the last colligative property among the four colligative properties and numericals related to this osmotic pressure. So in detail, introduction about this osmosis with some examples. Semi-permeable membrane, that means what is meant by semi-permeable membrane and some examples. Definition of osmosis with examples. Osmotic pressure, factors affecting osmotic pressure and determination of molecular mass by using this osmotic pressure and applications of osmosis. So these topics I will cover in this class. So first of all we will see some examples. Here you see raw mangoes shrivel when pickled in brine or salt water. In brine or salt water. So you know this one, brine. So brine solution means aqueous sodium chloride. You can call it as salt water. You keep these are raw mangoes. Raw mangoes in concentrated salt solution. That means in salt water. When you keep this raw mangoes in salt solution, what will happen? You will get pickle. How you will get pickle? What will happen? Then the liquid from mangoes will come out of the mangoes. Liquid will come out of the mangoes. You have to remember this point. Next example, wilted flowers revive when placed in fresh water. So these flowers you keep in fresh water, then it will become like this. So what will happen here? So this water will travel just like this, and flower become like this. So wilted flowers revive when placed in fresh water. So in this water will flow through this root or stem up to this flower, this pot, and flowers become like this. So it is one more example. Third example, blood cells. When you keep blood cells in saline water, that means NaCl solution, saline water, with concentrated solution, saline water, what will happen? Then from blood cells liquid will come outside. So these cells will collapse, will shrink. These cells will shrink. So next, fourth example, you keep some dry grapes in water. What will happen? Yes, so the grapes will regain its original shape. That means in this case water entered into the grapes. In some cases water came out of the mangoes. Here water entered into the grapes and these grapes will get their original shape. So from these four examples it is clear. So all these substances are bound by membranes. Membranes. For example, you see here in the grape example, water will enter into the grapes. In mango case, water will come out of the mango. Here water will flow from water the source to into the flowers. So that means in three cases you can observe common, there is a flow of water through membranes, flow of water through membranes. You have to remember this point for next topic. Okay, so all these substances are bound by membranes. Now we will see what is semi-permeable membrane. What is a semi-permeable membrane? We will call it as SPM, semi-permeable membrane. So membrane which allows only solvent molecules. You see in the earlier examples, there in all these examples, flow of water only there, flow of water. That means membrane which allow only solvent molecules like water, but stops bigger molecules of solute. Suppose you see in some examples, mango case, sodium chloride is there, brine solution is there. So bigger molecules or ions, some solute, it will stop the flow of bigger molecules of solute. It allows the flow of only water. So such type of substance is called semi-permeable membrane, SPM. What is meant by SPM? Membrane which allow only solvent molecules but stops bigger molecules of solute is known as semi-permeable membrane, SPM. You can see in this diagram, these are the gaps. These are the gaps in this membrane. These are the gaps in this membrane. Change this color. So this gap. So through this gap, only small water molecules. This gap, only small water molecules only can flow through this gap. So it is difficult to move these ions, Na plus Cl minus ions through this gap. So that means membrane which allows only solvent molecules but stops bigger molecules of solute is known as semi-permeable membrane, SPM. So these membranes can be animal. These membranes can be animal or vegetable origin. These membranes can be obtained from animal or vegetable membrane. Some examples we will see. This is onion layers. Next, it is egg membrane. You can see here these egg cells, egg membrane. Next, third one is pig's bladder. So from animals. Next, parchment paper. This is also one type of SPM, semi-permeable membrane. One artificial, that means synthetic, is cellophane membrane. This cellophane membrane is a synthetic one. All these are natural. All these four are natural. This onion layers, egg membrane, pig's bladder and parchment paper, these are source is natural. This cellophane membrane is a artificial one. So cellulose acetate is a permeable to water. It allows only water but impermeable to impurities and ions. This cellulose acetate will come this today's end of the chapter. In RO plants, it allows only water. It does not allow the impurities and ions. So it is about SPM. These are the some various types of semi-permeable membrane. Osmosis. What is meant by osmosis? So if semi-permeable membrane is placed between the solvent and solution, if semi-permeable membrane is placed between the solvent and solution, the solvent molecules will flow through the membrane from pure solvent to the solution. This process of flow of the solvent is called osmosis. Once again I will explain. If SPM, semi-permeable membrane, if semi-permeable membrane SPM is placed between solvent and solution, the solvent molecules will flow through the membrane from pure solvent to the solution, from pure solvent to the solution. This process of flow of the solvent is called osmosis. You can see in this diagram, it is pure solvent, this is solution, pure solvent and solution. So solvent molecules are water here, in this case water. Solvent molecules is moving from pure solvent to solution. The flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution through SPM is called osmosis. Osmosis you can define in 2-3 ways. It is first one, you remember, flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution. Okay. Next you will see here, concentrated solution one side is there, dilute solution in another side is there. These two are separated by SPM. Semi-permeable membrane. This side, which one? Dilute solution. This side, concentrated solution. What is the difference between dilute solution and concentrated solution? In dilute solution, solvent is more. That means if it is a aqueous solution, water content is more. So solvent content is more here. And compared to concentrated solution amount of solute is more. But here in this osmosis I am explaining with respect to solvent. You see last one, flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution. Okay, pure solvent means here which one number is more, which one fraction is more? Solvent is more this side, 100% solvent this side. This is solution, it contains solvent plus some solute also. So here solvent amount is less, here solvent amount is more. So that means solvent is flowing from large quantity side to small quantity side. So pure solvent means 100% solvent, it may be here 90 or 80 like this. So in this case also, dilute solution means solvent part is more. Here concentrated solution means comparatively here solvent part is less. So that means solvent is flowing from dilute solution to concentrated solution. One more example you see here, low concentration, two are solutions with low concentration with high concentration. In which case solvent is more, high concentration means solute is more, low concentration means solute is less. That means this side solvent is more, this side solvent is less. So that means from this side to this side. So osmosis means flow of solvent from low concentration solution to high concentration solution. This is correct. Flow of solvent from dilute solution to concentrated solution, that one also correct. Here flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane, this one also correct. So this is about osmosis. Osmosis means flow of solvent from low concentration solution to high concentration solution. Up to where how much time it will flow? It is a spontaneous flow. How much time? Up to getting equilibrium. Up to getting equilibrium. That is important here. Equilibrium. So till the equilibrium is attained, established. Up to getting equilibrium, this flow will take place. Because here I told here solvent number is more, this side solvent number is less. So after passing some solvent from this side to this side, so there exists an equilibrium between these two components. Here also low concentration, high concentration. So after passing some solvent from this side to this one, so it will reach equilibrium. Osmosis will continue till the equilibrium is attained. So osmosis can be stopped if some extra pressure is applied on the solution. So understood that osmosis means the flow of solvent molecules from dilute solution to concentrated solution, from low concentration solution to high concentration, from pure solvent to solution. Any one you can give from three types. Osmosis will continue till the equilibrium is attained. Osmosis can be stopped if some extra pressure is applied on the solution. So it is related to osmotic pressure. So we will see that one. Now you can see in this diagram, it is a solvent, this side solution. So in this diagram, one side solvent is there, it is solvent, this side solution. As per our definition of osmosis, what will take place? Flow of solvent from, because it is a pure solvent, flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution. So solvent will flow in this direction. Flow of solvent from pure solvent to solution, or otherwise, in other words, it is low concentration. This is high concentration. Flow of solvent will take place from low concentration solution to high concentration solution. It is important here, spontaneously. So that means spontaneously, without using any external. So this spontaneous flow of solvent from low concentration solution to high concentration solution is called osmosis. So osmosis is going on. Here what is the pressure? P. Here also P. Both sides pressure P is there, means osmosis will continue takes place. Now if some additional pressure, some external pressure, additional, if you provide some more pressure, because here one spontaneous process is there, to stop this process, to stop this flow, it needs some pressure from this side, additional. Already P is there. So the additional pressure required to just stop the flow of solvent from low concentration to high concentration is known as osmotic pressure. Now this is our topic, osmotic pressure. It is important topic. Again students, I will explain. The flow of solvent, spontaneous flow of solvent from low concentration to high concentration will take place. It is a spontaneous. To stop this process, it needs some additional pressure, some external pressure. So that external pressure, the excess pressure must be applied. The excess pressure must be applied on the solution side to prevent osmosis, is called osmotic pressure. If you apply this additional pressure phi, so this flow of solvent from this side, it will stop. So what is osmotic pressure? The excess pressure must be applied on the solution side to prevent osmosis, is called osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure is denoted by pi. It is a colligative property. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property. What is meant by colligative property? It depends on number of particles, number of molecules, but not on their nature or identity. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property as it depends on the number of solute molecules and not on their identity. So already three colligative properties discussed: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point. Now osmotic pressure, fourth one. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property as it depends on the number of solute molecules and not on their identity. So it is pi. Osmotic pressure is pi. So P, generally you are using P, that is per pressure, here pi. So pi is directly proportional to concentration. Here one important point, concentration C, molar concentration, capital M. While other cases, elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point, we used small m, that is molar concentration. Here speciality in colligate this osmotic pressure is we are using capital M. So pi, osmotic pressure, is directly proportional to concentration at a given temperature. This is important. Generally temperature is constant. Temperature is constant. In elevation in boiling point, in depression in freezing point, temperature changed. But here temperature is constant. So pi is directly proportional to C. You replace this proportionality with is equal to. So pi is equal to CRT. Pi is equal to CRT. What is R? Gas constant. What is C? C, molarity. Molarity means number of moles of solute by volume in liters. What is C? Molarity. Number of moles by volume. Number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution is called molarity. Number of moles of solute is N2. So C is equal to N2 by V. So you substitute this value of C in this pi. Then pi is equal to, instead of C, you can write N2 by V RT. So this is the equation. You know equation PV is equal to nRT, ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. It is called ideal gas equation. Similar type of equation this one also. Here pi V is equal to nRT. Pi V is equal to nRT. Instead of PV is equal to nRT, you are using pi V. Osmotic pressure. This is pi V is equal to N2RT. If W2 grams of solute of molar mass M2, if W2 is the mass of solute, M2 is the molar mass of solute, W2 weight of solute, M2 molar mass of solute. So you know W by GMW, weight by molar mass, you can calculate number of moles, N2. So you know the value of N2. So that is this pi, you write the value of N2 also here, then you will get pi is equal to W2 M2 RT by V. So in all the colligative properties, final last step we written to calculate molar mass of solute M2, one equation. Here also same, you rearrange this equation, you will get M2 is equal to W2 RT by pi V. So this equation is useful to calculate molar mass of unknown solute like earlier cases type. So this one you will use for solving numericals related to osmotic pressure. Here one question you see, 1 liter of aqueous solution, volume given 1 liter volume of solution. Protein, this point also you have to understood here. Protein, like biomolecules, generally osmotic pressure, they will use osmotic pressure method to calculate the molar mass of biomolecules like proteins, enzymes, etc. So why that one I will explain next part after 5 minutes. 1 liter of an aqueous solution, so that means volume given, protein 1 biomolecule given, mass of biomolecule given, that means 10 grams of protein. So weight of solute given, you don't know molar mass of solute. By using this colligative property, you have to calculate molar mass of solute. One more point given, temperature is given 300 Kelvin and 2 into 10 power minus 3 atmosphere, this is given, that is osmotic pressure. So here pi given osmotic pressure, W2 given 10 grams, volume V 1 liter, temperature 300 Kelvin. So W given, volume 1 liter, temperature given, pi also given, atmosphere, M2 is question mark. So R, you know, R value of R 0.082 liter atmosphere mole inverse Kelvin inverse. So it is the formula to calculate molar mass of unknown solute by using osmotic pressure. In last slide I explained. In this formula you substitute all the values. You know W2 value 10 grams, R value 0.082, next T value given 300, next pi given 2 into 10 power minus 3, volume given 1 liter. Because R will have so many values, so 8.314, that is in joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. But here in liter atmosphere, you have to volume in liters, pressure in atmosphere means R, you have to use this formula. R is equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere mole inverse Kelvin inverse. You substitute all these values and simplify, you will get 123,000 gram mole inverse. This number is very large because it is a protein. Why? Because it is a polymer. Polypeptide chains are called proteins, polymers. So their molar mass generally usually more values, higher values. So this type of questions will come numericals. It is important to solve this type of numericals related to osmotic pressure. Okay, next, two solutions having same osmotic pressure at a given temperature. Two solutions having same osmotic pressure at a given temperature are called isotonic solutions. This point also important. Based on the relation, solutions are classified into three types: isotonic, hypertonic, hypotonic. Three types. Here iso, you know the word iso meaning, iso means same, isomer, isotope, isobar, like that. Isotonic, iso means same. What same here? Same osmotic pressure. You can see here, it is a solution, its osmotic pressure is pi 1. It is another solution, osmotic pressure is pi 2. If pi 1 is equal to pi 2, then these solutions are called isotonic solutions. If these two solutions joined through semi-permeable membrane, flow of solvent, how it will move? From this through this or this? No movement. When such solutions are separated by semi-permeable membrane, no osmosis occurs between them. It is one solution with pi 1, another solution pi 2. Both are separated by semi-permeable membrane. There is no flow of solvent, because their osmotic pressures are same. So this about isotonic solution. Two solutions having same osmotic pressure at a given temperature. Two solutions having same osmotic pressure at a given temperature are called isotonic solutions. So the applications of isotonic solutions, you will see. One of the application is osmotic pressure associated with the fluid inside the blood cell is equivalent to that of 0.9% sodium chloride solution. That means inside this blood what is the osmotic pressure? Same as this 0.9% weight by volume sodium chloride solution. So inside this blood cell pressure is osmotic pressure is equal to 0.9% sodium chloride solution. So that means the blood cell, this fluid present in blood cells and this 0.9% NaCl are isotonic solutions. In such case, there is no flow of liquid through membrane. So that's why here injection or some saline water, what is the concentration? 0.9% NaCl solution, that is equal to osmotic pressure of blood. So it is one of the application of isotonic solutions. So one more type of solution based on osmotic pressure is hypotonic solution. It is second variety, hypotonic solution. So what is meant by hypotonic solution? Here hypotonic means you have to remember this word less. One more will come, one more, that is hypertonic, that is more than, hyper, one word, one letter is more in hyper, it is hypotonic. Like this only you try to remember, hypotonic less than. Next hyper, hyper will come, that is more than. There are 5 letters there, here 4 letters, so less than. If the salt concentration is less than 0.9% NaCl, the solution is said to be hypotonic. In this case, water will flow into the cells if placed in the solution and they would swell. Suppose you take this one, sodium chloride solution is there, its vapor pressure is, its osmotic pressure is less than 0.9%. So that means it is less than the vapor osmotic pressure of blood. What is the osmotic pressure of blood? 0.9%. In such case, NaCl solution with concentration is less than 0.9%, then bursting of red blood cells will take place. Burst will take place because fluid will enter into these blood cells, because here concentration is less. So already I told fluid solvent will flow from low concentration to high concentration. Here solvent amount is more, so that's why bursting of red blood cells will take place in hypotonic solutions case. Once again, hypotonic solution means if the salt concentration is less than 0.9%, the solution is said to be hypotonic. In this case, water will flow into the cells if placed in the solution and they would swell because the water will enter into the blood cells. Next one is hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means more than. Hypotonic means less, here more than. If we place the cells in a solution containing more than 0.9%, sodium chloride, water will flow out of the cells, and they would shrink. In previous case, swelling, here shrink. Such solution is called hypertonic solution. Once again, if we place the cells in a solution containing more than 0.9% sodium chloride, water will flow out of the cells and they would shrink. Such a solution is called hypertonic solution. You see here, osmotic pressure of sodium chloride solution is more than 0.9%. More than 0.9%. What is this 0.9% means? Blood. So blood cells when compared to blood cells outside the solution, osmotic pressure is more. So that means in this case, So outside is more, inside this blood cells concentration is less. Then flow of solvent from low concentration to high concentration, that means from blood cells to outside will come. That's why shrinking of red blood cells will takes place. In hypertonic solution, water will come out of the blood cells, so they will shrink. So this is about hypertonic. Earlier case, isotonic means no flow, hypotonic means less than 0.9% swell, hypertonic more than 0.9% shrink, blood cells will shrink. So importance of osmosis. What is the importance of osmosis? Other than this blood cells and other thing, some other points also there. Osmotic pressure is used to determine the molar masses of proteins. Already in that numerical we seen proteins, polymers and other macromolecules, that means biomolecules. Osmotic pressure is used to determine molar masses of proteins, polymers and other macromolecules. As why? As they are generally not stable at a higher temperature, because these biomolecules are unstable at a higher temperature. But osmotic pressure we are measuring at constant temperature. Here temperature is constant, that too the temperature is room temperature only, not high temperature. If high temperature is used, these proteins will break, denaturation of proteins will take place, these polymers undergo dissociation, these biomolecules undergoes dissociation at high temperatures. So if you take elevation in boiling point or depression in freezing point, their temperature change is there. So in that case, so biomolecules will dissociate. So that's why for calculation of biomolecules, this method is more comfortable. Osmotic pressure is more comfortable method to calculate the molar mass of biomolecules. Second one is kidneys. Kidneys works on the principle of osmosis. Next, osmotic pressure method has the advantage over the other methods because pressure measurement, here we are measuring pressure. In earlier cases we are measuring temperatures. Pressure measurement is around the room temperature and the molarity of the solution is used instead of molality. In elevation in boiling point, in depression in freezing point we are using molality, but in this osmotic pressure we are using molarity. So these are the importance of osmosis. One more important topic related to this one is their reverse osmosis, RO, reverse osmosis. You are familiar with the word RO plant, RO water plant, like this. That RO means reverse osmosis. So direction of osmosis can be reversed. If pressure is larger than the osmotic pressure is applied to the solution side, the pure solvent flows out of the solution through semi-permeable membrane. This phenomenon is called reverse osmosis. You can see this diagram. It is the reverse osmosis. It is reverse of this. It is the reverse osmosis. It is the reverse process of osmosis. Actually, what happened in osmotic pressure concept, what I explained, if you apply pi additional pressure, if pi is used, suppose you say pi is 50, if you use 50, then there is no flow, stop. So to stop the flow of solvent, this pressure is required, 50 is required. If you use this pressure more than 50, suppose you used 150, what will happen? Then this solvent will flow in this direction. Actually, spontaneous way is this one. Spontaneous, like this it will come. But if you applied more pressure, more than this osmotic pressure, then Pure solvent will flow from salt water to fresh water. Here salt water more high concentrated to low concentrated. Salt water means solution. From solution to pure solvent. Flow of solvent from solution to pure solvent. From high concentration to low concentration. Just it is the reverse of earlier definition osmosis. So that's why it is reverse osmosis. If you use the pressure greater than this osmotic pressure, then pure solvent flows out of the solution through the semi-permeable membrane. This phenomenon is called reverse osmosis. Sometimes questions will ask from this diagram also. It is important to note the diagram also. Okay. Next, reverse osmosis is used to desalination of water, seawater. So in so many areas, seawater only in islands and other thing, only seawater is available. There is no pure drinking water. So in that case, they will get pure drinking water from seawater only by this technique. What is the technique? Reverse osmosis. It is RO plant, desalination of seawater. So inlet saline water, from sea water they are taking inlet pump. Next after that RO filters. Next intermediate tank, storage unit, this one. So in this unit, this part is important for us. We are using RO filters. So what RO filters? Cellulose acetate. Cellulose acetate is used. That cellulose acetate is a semi-permeable membrane in this RO plant. RO filters contain cellulose acetate. It acts as a semi-permeable membrane. In starting of this lesson I explained the cellulose acetate allows the flow of only water. Only water will flow like this, only water. So only water, all other ions, all other impurities are settled here only. So this pure water only you will get from this membrane. So allows the passage of only water molecules. The cellulose acetate allows the passage of only water molecules. It is the principle involved in the purification of seawater to get a pure drinking water. So some other applications of osmosis already I explained. This raw mango pieces, if you keep in concentrated salt solution, then liquid will come from mango to outside. So you will get one juice, finally you will get pickle. So second one, wilted flowers revive when placed in fresh water, because water will flow from water to this flowers. So they will regain this originality. The original flowers you will get. Third case is water will move out of the blood cells. If more than, the pressure is more than 0.9%. So this is about third application. Fourth is important, high salt diet. So many people, doctors, they will suggest to take salt, less salt, those who are having high BP, high blood pressure. So if suppose they will take high salt diet, people taking a lot of salt or salty food experience water retention in tissue cells and intercellular spaces due to osmosis. The puffiness or swelling is called, it is one type of disease called edema. So this type will come, they will face this type of health problems. This edema, what is the reason, principle involved in this edema? Osmosis. Next one, water movement from soil into the plant roots and subsequently into upper portion of the plant is partly due to osmosis. The preservation of meat by salting and of fruits by adding sugar protects against bacterial action through osmosis. A bacterium or salted meat or candied fruit loses water, shrivels and dies. So these are the applications of osmotic pressure or osmosis. In today's class, what I explained, One is osmosis, that means the phenomena of the flow of solvent through semi-permeable membrane from pure solvent to the solution is called osmosis. Next, semi-permeable membrane, the membrane which allows only solvent and not the solute to pass through it. Example, parchment, cellophane membranes, egg membranes, so many examples given. Osmotic pressure. What is osmotic pressure? The pressure applied on the solution to prevent the passage of solvent into the pure solvent through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmotic pressure. Reverse osmosis, just I explained, the phenomena of the flow of solvent through a semi-permeable membrane from solution to pure solvent is called RO. This process occurs when the pressure applied on the solution is more than osmotic pressure. Reverse osmosis is used for the purification of water. Okay, thank you. So in the next video I will explain about numericals. Okay, thank you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.